Winter Storm Fern has disrupted cruise operations across the United States, forcing cruise lines to adjust itineraries, accelerate returns to home ports, and place multiple vessels under active weather monitoring. While modern cruise ships remain fully capable of sailing, the storm's impact on ports, airports, and ground transportation created widespread logistical challenges for passengers and court. As severe winter conditions spread across much of the country, several U.S.-based cruise ships experienced delays, early arrivals, shortened sailings, or heightened readiness ahead of scheduled departures. This report examines how Winter Storm Fern affected specific cruise liners and home ports, highlighting the operational decisions made to protect passenger safety and maintain schedule. The Royal Caribbean cruise ship Odyssey of the Seas is scheduled to depart from Cape Liberty, New Jersey on Tuesday, January 27th. The cruise line is closely monitoring the situation, as the storm is expected to move toward the northeast, potentially creating challenging weather conditions. The planned itinerary includes a Caribbean voyage, with scheduled visits to destinations such as the Bahamas and other Caribbean ports, where warmer weather is expected toward the end of the cruise. At this time, no official changes to the schedule have been announced. However, due to the timing of the storm, a delay in embarkation remains possible. Guests are strongly advised to monitor their email for the latest updates before traveling to the cruise terminal. The cruise ship Vision of the Seas departed from the port of Baltimore on Saturday, January 24th, despite heavy snowfall affecting the region. Embarkation and departure took place under challenging winter conditions, but once all safety procedures were completed, the ship successfully set sail and headed south. According to the itinerary, the cruise is scheduled to visit destinations in the Caribbean, including the Bahamas and other Caribbean ports, where passengers were expected to enjoy warmer weather. However, during the early part of the voyage, the ship was affected by a winter storm in the Atlantic. Strong winds and rough seas influenced the crossing, leading the crew to closely monitor conditions and adjust speed for safety. Despite the stormy weather, Vision of the Seas continues its voyage as planned, with the captain and crew prioritizing passenger safety and comfort throughout the journey. Returning from a scheduled 7-night Western Caribbean cruise that departed on Sunday, January 18, 2026, Royal Caribbean's Harmony of the Seas accelerated its return to Galveston, Texas, due to the approaching storm. The ship arrived on Saturday afternoon, rather than Sunday morning, giving passengers the option to disembark early and begin their journeys home ahead of the worst weather expected to impact Texas. Guests were not required to leave the ship early and were permitted to remain on board for the final night, with modified onboard entertainment. In accordance with local regulations, onboard shops and the casino were closed once the Oasis-class vessel entered port. Royal Caribbean confirmed that the ship's next 7-night Western Caribbean cruise, with scheduled calls in Roatan, Costa Maya, and Cozumel, will depart from Galveston as planned on Sunday, January 25th. In contrast, Carnival Pride remained at sea on Sunday, January 25th, rather than returning to its home port of Baltimore as originally scheduled at the conclusion of a 14-night Caribbean and Panama Canal cruise that began on January 11th. The vessel is now expected to arrive in Maryland late Monday morning or early afternoon. As a result, the following 7-night Bahamas cruise has been shortened by 1 day, and the planned visit to Bimini has been canceled. Calls at Carnival's private destinations, Princess Keys on Thursday, January 29th, and Celebration Key on Friday, January 30th, are still expected to take place, although additional operational updates may be issued after departure. Passengers affected by the shortened sailing will receive prorated refunds for the missed cruise day, as well as refunds for any pre-purchased packages, including beverage plans, internet services, and prepaid gratuities. Carnival Cruise Line stated that these refunds will be processed within 1 day. Sailing from Galveston, Carnival Jubilee remained fully prepared for embarkation and departure on Saturday, January 24th, should weather conditions have required last-minute adjustments. Carnival Cruise Line advised guests to enroll in SMS notifications and remain alert for updates. Fortunately, the Excel-class ship departed as scheduled and is currently operating its planned 7-night Western Caribbean itinerary, including stops in Roatan, Costa Maya, and Cozumel. At this time, no changes have been announced, and the vessel is expected to return to Texas as scheduled on Saturday, January 31st. On the U.S. East Coast, Carnival Sunshine was also placed under heightened readiness ahead of its Saturday, January 24th departure from Norfolk, Virginia. Guests were strongly encouraged to sign up for text alerts in case of last-minute schedule changes. Storm impacts in Virginia remained minimal prior to departure, allowing the ship to sail as planned on an 8-night Eastern Caribbean cruise, with scheduled visits to Celebration Key, Princess Keys, and Grand Turk. The vessel remains on schedule, with no changes expected to its itinerary or its return to Virginia on Sunday, February 1st. Despite forecasts calling for up to 30 centimeters of snowfall in parts of New York, MSC Meraviglia arrived at the Brooklyn Cruise Terminal on Sunday, January 25th, as scheduled. The ship is set to depart on a 7-night Bahamas cruise, calling at Port Canaveral, MSC Ocean Key Marine Reserve, and Nassau, before returning to New York on Sunday, February 1st. Due to ongoing winter weather in the region, MSC Cruises has strongly advised guests to take extra precautions when traveling to the terminal. The cruise line emphasized that the ship is expected to depart on time and warned that passengers arriving after the established embarkation cutoff may be denied boarding.